Hello. Hi, everyone. Welcome to my weekly live, well, our weekly live. I'm so glad you're here. And tonight we're talking about something that many business owners face at some point, and that is what do you do when you inherit messy books? Okay. Whether you're taking over a business or assume responsibility for the finances or just realize things aren't organized as they should be, this live is going to be for you. Okay. So let me paint a picture for you. A mompreneur I work with recently took over the books for a nonprofit her friend used to manage. When she logged into the system for the first time, there were unreconciled transactions from last year, vendor payments that hadn't been categorized properly, and no clear audit trail for like donations. She told me, I don't even know where to start. Does this sound familiar? If you're nodding your head right now, keep watching because tonight we'll talk through a cleanup strategy that doesn't feel overwhelming. So, first things first, don't panic. Start by viewing what systems and tools are being used. If it QuickBooks, Xero, Excel, then look at it. What's up to date, if anything? The last reconciled month. How far back records are messy? That's what you need to do first. This gives you more realistic picture of the work ahead. Next, prioritize and plan. Now that you know how messy things are, it's time to create a cleanup plan. Start with bank and credit card reconciliation, separate personal versus business expenses, identify uncategorized or miscategorized transactions, and get all the necessary source documents, bank statements, receipts, contracts, credit card statements, all those things, all those source documents together. And then you're going to break it down by month or quarter so you can pace yourself. The next thing is use the right tools. If you're not already using a bookkeeping system, now is the time. Even if you're inheriting Excel sheets, you can import them into QuickBooks or another platform. Consider using tools like HubDoc or Dex for organizing receipts. Relay or QuickBooks banking fees for faster reconciliations. This is a comes up a lot too for most of my clients because there are some times when we do get certain banks that are not communicating well with your accounting software. So you either have two options. You either reach out to the bank and find out who are they actually communicating better with, like what accounting system can they recommend, or you can just use other banks that are really good. Like I know, for instance, Relay's a good bank. There's banks like Chase is really good with the connections. There's so many banks that you can go to that would help with this bank feed feature even better. Next, ClickUp or Notion to manage the cleanup project. And then this next part, know when to get help. Sometimes the books are in such bad shape that it's better to bring a pro in like us, especially when you're preparing for tax season. There are years of unreconciled transactions, or you've inherited a business with unknown financial practices. You can still be in control. You're just calling in for reinforcements. So before I wrap this up, if you have any questions about what I just went over, please put it down in the comments and I'll answer it. Or send me a DM, or you can book a consultation with us and we can do a lovely discovery call if necessary. But first question, what do I do? What if I don't know where the old bookkeeper left off? Start by checking the last month that was reconciling your bookkeeping software. This gives you a clear starting point. From there, review reports like the profit and loss and balance sheet for any obvious discrepancies. I want to tell you one thing. I've been in accounting for many years now. So even working in corporate, I took it upon myself to even reach out to the prior person that worked there. Like I worked at so many different companies. It was one college I was working at, and I was working in one of their departments, and they had their own accounting system and process. So I was like, who used to work here before? I went on LinkedIn and I looked her up, and I'm like, listen, girl, I need the rundown on what was happening, and basically asked her all the questions that I even asked my clients today. Like I asked her, what's this? What's the system? How do you use it? When do you use it? When do you reconcile things? Because this is how it is. Like even in corporate America, like when an accountant comes in, we usually have to start all over again because there's nothing written. And in my the way I like to do it for my clients is that we love creating client manuals because we never know. Like you're never gonna know if I might not be your accountant next year, or you might change, or we might outgrow one another. You don't know. So at least if you have the client manual, or you have a person to talk to, because you want to make sure that there is a time where you can transfer information from one person to another. So if you are also looking, look for that person as well. If you don't know where the old bookkeeper or accountant left off, find that person. And then if you can't find them to help you, then that's when you can go into the bookkeeping software and do your own investigation. But that should be your first go to. Second question, should I go back and fix everything or just start fresh? It depends how bad the books are and how far back the issues go. If you're only a few months behind, it's best to clean up. But if you're years behind and data is unreliable, it might be better to start fresh as of a clean date and keep backup records of the old system. So I know our biggest thing when we're working with numbers is that we want to be able to compare it from prior year to prior year. So my thing is, this is when a job is like this, I would go for all the years. Like we're cleaning up from day one because we want you to have all the records you want, because we want you to be able to have some historical um data so you can always compare and contrast and figure out trends and do all this stuff. But we can keep the records and then use it when we need to, for when we need it. Because that's just a fantasy for most of us accountants, I guess. But it's really good, right? Number three, can I clean up books myself or should I hire help? If you're comfortable with basic bookkeeping and have the time, you can absolutely do it yourself with the right tools. But if you're dealing with large volume tax implications or don't have time to learn, hiring a professional will save you money and stress in the long run. It's like me. I don't have time. If you don't have time to do certain things, like for me, the easiest part of a laundry is putting in a wash, put in the dryer, but then when it turns into the fact that you have to fold them and then sort them and put them away, it gets a little bit complicated, and I don't have the time. So we're gonna just go right to the source, wash and fold, right? So do the same thing. If that's my theory. If it's gonna take me too much time and I don't like it and it's a nuisance, hire someone to take care of it. Landscaping, hire. Just figure it out. Get it off your hands. Figure it out. Overwhelm no more. Hire someone. All right. So cleaning up messy books isn't glamorous, but it is transformational. Once those books are clean, everything else in your business starts to feel more manageable. Your taxes, your budgeting, even your peace of mind. So, like, basically, we are in July. August is around the corner, and then it's September. This is September is the time when you're supposed to be, like getting ready for tax season, closing up the year, creating your budget for next year. This is coming really fast. So you have time is really against you now. We are past 6 months mark. It's already been 6 months, 2 quarters in. It's time to, like, if you haven't done this, it's time to start now. You don't have any more time. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. There's no more time. If you have these messy books, drop a comment and I love to hear experience. And if you need support, you know where to find me. And definitely thanks for joining me tonight. And I'll see you next Monday on another week live. And before I even close that up, I also wanted to say that Faith Accounting Consulting Services is also sponsoring our 20th reunion for Unida High School. So a lot of you that are watching me, I can't wait to see you guys in 2 weeks, July 25th to the 27th. It's gonna be amazing. We have a dance, so come and party. And this is open to basically anybody in Unionville or who's ever associated with the class of '05. You're all allowed to come, but this is for classes of '03 all the way to '06. And we've been through a lot, so we are really hoping that we can all meet up in good times. And it's 3 days because all of us have left. A lot of us have left New York. So we wanted to make it worthwhile for anyone that's going to be traveling from the East Coast, the down south, wherever you're coming from, Midwest, wherever you're coming from, we want to make sure that it's worthwhile. So there's three things that's going to happen. Brunch on Sunday to close it out and say bye-bye, farewell. And then on Saturday, we're going to be having a barbecue at a park. And it's going to be amazing because the park has pool access. So you can bring all the kids that we've been watching on our Facebook and Instagram. We can all see them in person and they can go play and have fun at the park. And then, we'll have fun. DJ is going to be there, food. We're going to have some food. Um, some of our local Unindo um classmates are going to also have their food there to give out. So just come out. It's going to be amazing. And Sunday, so I mean Friday's going to be even better. And also for our local Unindo alums, we actually have switched the time from 6 to 8 because we realize a lot of us are going to be trying to work up until the 11th hour. So it is now from 8 to 12 instead of 6 to 10. So we did change the time a little bit to make it easier for everyone to get out of work and come right over. But come, let's have fun. Let's party. Hey, like it's 2002. Party like you guys were in my basement and or even in my living room, or even when we moved it to another, I forgot, we moved it to like over there by Nagasaki. Let's just party. Let's go back. I mean, it's been so I'm going around, but it's been so many years, so many things we've been through. We've been through COVID, we've been through losing some of our classmates from class of '05, even '03, '04, '06. We've lost so many, and it feels like I want to feel the love with all you guys. Like I always felt it when we did have to go through the times that were rough for us, when we were all together and making sure we're all hurrah and doing what we had to do. So come out, party, buy your tickets. I'm keeping the ticket sales open all the way up until the day of each event. So buy your tickets. You don't want to miss out. Okay. And like I said, Faith Accounting Consulting Service has decided to sponsor, and then a few other of our classmates businesses have sponsored, because we are going to have this reunion no matter what. Okay. So signing out. Thanks for joining me tonight. Like I said, see y'all next Monday. And if you're in Unido, see you at the reunion. And it's not a threat, but it's a nicely, it's a threat. See you guys there. Bye. Have a good one.